Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another little episode of Random Rants. Tonight I'm going to talk about trust in Fear the Walking Dead. Now, Fear the Walking Dead is the prequel show to The Walking Dead. And one of the neat sort of things about it is that you know more than the characters do. And one of the things you learn very fucking quickly in The Walking Dead is you can't trust everyone you meet. You can't hear a cry out for help and immediately run to them. So in the cruel sort of world that people now live in the show, you can't be like, how to sort of explain it. The morality of this world would get you fucking killed in the Walking Dead universe. You just have to be kind, but in a very different way. Rick's group has crossed the fucking line so many times. It's just very common, and I loathe it when people are like, well, in this season, has he finally crossed the line? It's like, he's fucking been doing that seasons ago. Haven't you been watching the goddamn show? And so, yeah, you can't trust. And Fear the Walking Dead being the prequel show, the characters all haven't really learned that. The majority of them haven't. It's very strange. Doesn't really fit in with what they, know about the world. I'm sorry, and also checking on a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And so the second season starts off very close to when, it's 10, of when the first season ended. So basically the world has gone to shit and there hasn't really been enough time it hasn't been enough time to really comprehend what's going on. What are we going to do next? And so they're in the guy's boat, and Alicia Clark ends up bringing someone. She hears someone crying for help. And so she's just talking with this nice sounding boy. And it's just like normal, oh, something bad's happening, oh, let me comfort you. Something very normal and typical to do in this world. But my first instinct, and it was like, this is not gonna fucking end well. No, why are you giving away information? I mean, it's little stuff, slight stuff, but enough to say, hey, this is actually worth pursuing and worth taking. You don't want to, give stuff away to someone you don't know. And I forget the goddamn person whose ship they're on. I know the ship is the Abigail. There was a Hannibal character called Abigail, so that's one reason I remember the name of that ship. And so he's basically constantly saying, we can't take these people in, we can't trust people, this is my fucking ship, my rules, we don't trust people, we can't. And the captain of the ship is not trustworthy himself, but yeah, it's at least you know him. At least he's there. You don't know what anyone else might be thinking. I mean, you're saying I have something that purifies water is not exactly the stuff you want to say, because they might say, oh, cool, they can purify water, let's do that. So while he might not be a trustworthy character, I'm just stumbling on the goddamn words. So basically, the captain is probably bad fucking shit, insane, but he has a point. He has the point of we can't trust no one, and he fucking gets it. He gets it good. You get a cup of milk. Here you go. Here you go, Crazy Captain. And the cliffhanger ends with them running across this damaged ship with a bunch of walkers swimming. So it's just like, if this is the ship that Alicia, sorry, I was thinking Amelia, like Amelia Clark. I was watching a bunch of behind the scenes stuff for Game of Thrones, so sorry, that's like right in my mind. It's like, poof. Anyways, this could be the ship that Alicia was contacting before, and that he had merely been leading Alicia to a certain point so that he could more easily, take her and her ship. And that's a sad thing. That's what I'm now assuming is happening. That Alicia's caring, that her good nature has gotten the better of her. It could turn out that the guy on the that needed help was telling the truth. But I think that's such a goddamn, just low on the scale of possibilities. Really fucking low on the scale of possibilities. The conversation didn't end up with, okay, guess so. Well, it ended up with, a really fucking threatening voice. Yeah. So, what do you think? Do you think the ship that attacked the other ship at the end of the premiere episode of Fear the Walking Dead is the same ship that Alicia was contacting? Do you think what do you think of Alicia just trusting the people on the radio? I'd love to hear your comments below. I love keeping up with The Walking Dead, and I also like keeping up with Fear the Walking Dead, though I think the first season could have gone slower and more of a build of the world going to hell. But fuck it all, people were already complaining that it was going too slow, so if it did my speed, they probably wouldn't have got a second season. But anyways, I have been Jashikins, owner at jashikins.blogspot.com. If you go to my blog, you can see wonderful vlogs like these. Some even better. I know that's such a hard concept to grasp. It's something much better than what you're watching now. And I am still working on my post about the season 6 finale of The Walking Dead. Going away for the weekend meant I couldn't really do any writing Friday. And so, there was really no writing Monday and Tuesday. I got writing done, and so, fuck. So sorry that's a long delay, but they are upcoming. One on Rick Grimes and the other on the relationship between Carol and Morgan. And no, I'm not talking romantic. Thank you very much. And if you go to my bloggity blog on the Cyber thing, you can name a dragon and you can vote in a poll, which is about the season 6 finale of The Walking Dead. Also, I don't know why I did that. I really fucking don't. But links I'm going to mention are in the description if you're watching on the YouTubes, and on the Cyber thingy if you're watching on my bloggity blog. Or that Cyber thing is. That's really fucking stupid. I'm writing a web series called Chronicles of Gaia, which is a sci-fi series. It's post-apocalyptic. It's fucking awesome because, you know, I wrote it. You know, always a sign of quality. Chapter 2 was recently released, and the behind the scenes for Chapter 2 will be released in a few days. Now, my minions, the behind the scenes content will only be available for people who have donated to my Patreon. If you donate to my Patreon, you can see bonus content like behind the scenes, bonus chapters. Basically, if you like what you're reading on the main chapters and like, I want to, you know, just really embrace this world, that's what the bonus content is for. And if you're like, I'm sort of interested in donating to your Patreon, but I don't really like Chronicles of Gaia for whatever reason, you should. You really fucking should like it. And there are also benefits to you. $1 a month gets you updates about my upcoming ebooks. $5 a month gets a 30-minute vlog featuring me. There are also Patreon exclusive reviews I do from time to time. So, and for once I have reached my goal of $5 per month, I will make a post on me being otherkin. And my spiritual life, basically anything personal, I really don't like to talk about, but it's like, hey, if I reach this goal, I will start talking about this, you know? And if you want to call me crazy, whatever, I'm not going to approve your comments, but I guess if it makes you feel better, go ahead. Come at me, bro. And I also do writing commissions via Fiverr. And I also do smaller gigs too. I sort of rotate them, put them on pause, put them out. So, yeah. And I also have a cafe press shop. I release a new design once a week. Sometimes I expand upon existing designs. Last week I didn't get to do a new design just because I was just leaving too soon to make a design. I like to sort of think about it as the week goes on, and then Friday I decide on, okay, I'm doing this or that, and put the design out. And until next video, goodbye.